Hi, and welcome to episode 2 of Planet Zoo into the Jasmine Park. For now, you know the name actually as well of our park. You might be wondering, why did I pick that name? Well, I'll explain you a little bit the name in the new podcast, and I also just want to say that you're very welcome here into our second episode. This is like more of an introduction. In the last one, we kind of jumped right immediately into it. So I just want to say welcome to episode 2.
Skull.drain, playing video games. Skull.drain, showing you his best. He'll do anything to make your day.
Welcome to the Planet Zoo podcast. Hey, what's up, my fellow humans? It's your Skull here, and today is episode 2 of Planet Zoo, our Jasmine Park. Hello, yes, hello. Before we're going to start, if a nice purple thumbs up, if you guys want to subscribe, if you want to see more of me, playing one of these games, or this game in particular, and do you have the age of 13 or below, skedaddle, skidoo, get out of here, because this channel is not meant for you, thanks to our loyal friend, the Kappa Law. So guys, last time we did start making our entrance, and that is a little bit what we're going to be doing as well today, because we are moving a little bit further into our whole entrance. I hope everybody liked the first episode a little bit on how everything went and the new vibe of me making this podcast. Today I kind of wanted to focus a little bit on to our second beginning part of our zoo. Like you can see, we placed a castle in here, like some sort of temple, into our planet, or into our park. I wanted to say into our planet zoo, but into our park. And that is basically going to be like some sort of entry animal that is going to be coming in here. What that animal is going to be, still going to be a little bit maybe of a secret, but if you guess or look a little bit around the decoration, you maybe will be able to see and find what animal it is going to be. Now, you might be wondering, why have we chosen the name Jasmine Park? Because, I mean, is there someone called Jasmine that I know and that I want to, honor? No, not at all. The thing is, it's actually more named after the tea, jasmine tea, because this is some kind of a delicacy that people love to drink, and it's green, like when I think about jasmine tea in general, I just think about green, peaceful, calm, mindfulness thoughts, and that is something that I really want to create with this brand new park that we're creating, a small, nice home park for everybody to enjoy. So I was thinking that is a little bit like the jasmine theme. It just calls out for that name. And what else does me lets me a little bit think of the name Jasmine Tea. And well, if you are a fan, you will honestly already know why it is called this way. But Jasmine Tea from The Last Airbender, I mean, Uncle Iroh, he is just the peace icon itself. That dude in the Avatar series, he just brings a good mindfulness into other people's life, into your own life perhaps as well, if you have watched The Last Airbender cartoon series. I'm not talking about the newer ones, but about the older series. That one was just... yeah, the dude is just a vibe. He's just such a calm and peaceful mind. And I mean, yeah, you cannot not love the dude if you've watched the series. So yeah, that's a little bit basically the thing. I'm not sure if it is legit a thing in Japan to drink a lot of tea, but I think there is, because I think the whole concept of tea rooms comes a little bit from them, but also a little bit from England, I'm thinking. But besides that, something that I do know is actually from the Asian countries. I'm not really sure which one, to be precise, but that is boba tea. And not so long ago, I really, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I tried one of those boba teas, and man, I fell in love with it. It is such a nice thing. It has such a nice flavor. I usually think I pick black tea, all along with apple flavor in it, or strawberry flavor. I try to vary it into my bobas. I don't know, it's called the balls are called bobas, or I'm not sure, but I mean, I've tried it. It's so good, and I'm really liking that type of drink for real. I mean, if you have never tried it, I suggest that you really do. And if you have already tried it, let me know what you think of it. If you like it yourself, or maybe you're like, I'm not liking it myself a lot. But I would be honored to let me know your experience with that drink in particular. Now, last time in our previous podcast or previous episode, we were talking a little bit about our Life is Strange streams that we've been doing, because yes, I'm still busy with the Life is Strange. Probably when this episode gets uploaded, we already got the platinum of that game, and perhaps I'm already in the making of our next platinum trophy video about the 3 games that we did platinum. But the thing is that, yeah, I was going to start talking about like Before the Storm. It was such an amazing game, to be honest, and if you have played the first game with Max, that it just adds up along those two, that adds together so well. And I mean, I really loved the game. I really did. The first game was so good, and like Before the Storm was actually as well a very nice one. I'm gonna say that it's actually equally as good as the first game. The second game was a little bit different, I must say that, but it's equally good as well. Like, don't get me wrong, that game is also like super good, the different story, but it is still amazingly made, and I think Square Enix has done a great job in making those 3 games. Before the Storm is actually like also, in my opinion, a nice add-up into the Life is Strange series, because I mean, we all love the character Chloe, and well, I love the character for real. She's like tough, but she's also like a little bit, how do you say, like fragile, because she has been going through so much in her life already. I can't imagine what it is to lose a parent at a young age. So I just want to say with this that, like, if you have ever lost a parent in your life, I mean, you must be so strong, and I can't help but like pay my respects to you, and you must be such a strong person, really. So, like, once I beat that game, I was a little bit reborn in the way that, like, saying that the game really like had a big impact on me. That it was such a great story, really. But then we started playing True Colors, and once sort of to record this, I'm only currently at episode 2, but I'm not liking it so far. I don't know why, but like the power of feeling someone's emotions, I mean, it's a great idea, but I'm not really sure what to think of it. I'm not a big fan of that one, and I'm sorry if you guys really love it, or perhaps you're thinking the same opinion as me, but like the game is so weird, and like episode 1, the dude dies as well. It's always like somebody that's dying in those games, and it's sad, yes, but then like bam, he dance. Okay, so it's like a little bit of a cliffhanger, like, oh, okay, something has happened. And then you have episode 2, and because I'm like doing always 100% walkthroughs in my no commentary streams, there was like this point that I'm like, okay, I'm following a guide on YouTube as well to find my collectibles, because I'm not gonna be, well, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit lazy, and I'm not gonna go and wander around and look for things myself. Sometimes I just go and follow a guide and try to find every single collectible that I can find. But with this one, I just looked it up, and it was just, okay, you have to go from point A to B to C to D to E, but they're all like almost in the same spots. And in the other games, you had like a little bit story, collectible, a little bit story, collectible, a little bit story, collectible. But in this one, it's just like, oh, you go outside and all the collectibles are in one area, which is alright, but you have like some sort of free roam in this game, which kind of is hard to tell what you have to do in the game. And I know like the game gives you objectives that you can go to and all that stuff. But in this one, you have like a little bit more freedom, controllability to where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to speak to, and all that. You don't have to speak to everybody if you want, if you don't want to. And it was in the first games as well, but like there you were a little bit more forced to talk to people if you want to like reach something, if you want to get a little bit of lore out of it. But I played the second episode, and I must say, like, once I have done with those collectibles, which I was kind of forced to talk into people, because it's not really part of the story. There was just like side talks, but yet the collectibles were in their buildings. So it just came in, and then you talk about how your brother died, and the talks just take so long. They're tedious for me in a way. So then I get the collectible, and then after I got all the collectibles, I was like, okay, now it is time for me to go into the main story, to follow a little bit of the story, because I just started the game, and I thought, okay, we're gonna do the collectibles first, and then I'm gonna enjoy a little bit more of the story. But then the story for me just felt like it was 20 minutes, because I spent like a long time searching those collectibles, following that video, going into the house. For that collectible, have a little bit of a side talk, which was a little bit unnecessary, because like you're just talking, oh, how you coping? Oh, yeah, okay, and that's good. And can you help me because I've lost my mind? And then just talk about our brother. But if you're not going for those collectibles, or just go to the main place, talk to one dude, go to another lady, talk to her, and then just talk again to the dude saying like, oh, you're a good guy or you're a bad guy, and then boom, it ends. And I was so disappointed in the way that episode 2 was just like, if you were spending 40 minutes, or, well, I think it was 40 minutes, with those cutscenes and talks with it, to just find your trophies, and then you want to do the main story and just have like 3 talks with somebody and it's done. That was, to be honest, for me, disappointing, and it did almost not do anything with the lore of the game, and I did not have something like, I'm having more compassion with one of these characters. I mean, okay, I'll see now what episode 3, 4, and 5 will give us. But to be honest, I'm a little bit scared that I'm not going to be liking this game as much as the others. But well, if you want to really see my full opinion, I suggest that if the Platinum video is coming out, that you will check it out. And well, maybe give your own opinion, because like maybe you're like, True Colors is a great game, F you, Skull. That's totally possible, and I totally do respect your opinion about it. And yeah, who knows, for you it might be just like an amazing game, but for me, yeah, it's not gonna cut it. I'm very sorry. Well, now that that is being said, as you can see, our little castle area is getting a little bit more color. I just placed a Japanese temple over there, so it's like nice for people to walk around. And then we also had like some sort of creek around the whole castle. I thought like it might be fun. You have 2 points where you can look at the animal that we're going to be placing, and you have a little bit of a store where people can come and buy stuff, or just spend a little bit of time sitting, thinking, relaxing. It is important to have these relaxing spots, and just like a small animal that is accompanying them. Well, the animal is not going to be placed yet today though, but that is because in the next episode we are going to make like a whole enclosure of that animal. We're going to try to put as much detail as we can into that enclosure, trying to make it as nice as possible. But what we did do today already in this episode is place the whole barricade around so the animal won't escape. And I know it's kind of like a bricky wall, but I mean, we have to put some bricks. It's not that there are like Asian surrounding thingies around it. And well, I don't want the animal to escape as well, because that animal can escape. It cannot wander around with people, which is a little bit unfortunate, but yeah. Gotta place some trash cans here around the whole place as well. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes in our video, an animal escapes is one of the gooses that just runs out of line. But I mean, the vets usually go to them, like put them to sleep, and then throw them back in this whole beginning area. I mean, I don't really care about no, not the gooses, I'm sorry, but the swans escaping. I'm always thinking like it's gooses. So yeah, that is a little bit what I wanted to talk about today. Mostly Life is Strange, because I said that, well, I wanted to share a little bit my experience with you all. But if you guys have any game that you want me to talk about, or if you have any game that you're like, Skull, have you checked out that game? Somebody said to me like this week, have you ever played Helldivers 2? I've not, but I've got some friends who play that game, and it's democracy, and all that things around. I mean, the game looks super fun, but if I'm ever going to be playing it, the chances are quite low, just because, well, since I became a trophy hunter, I kind of avoid online games and multiplayer games only, and I'm just like a little bit scared that I won't ever get the platinum trophy of that, and then, well, I kind of hide it in a shelf, and yeah, I just don't want to touch it anymore. Okay, so here, something I kind of jump here a little bit from thingies to talk about, but as you can see, I removed my water cleaner here into the place, and the reason for that is I wanted to like place it a little bit closer, but not inside of people. So you will see that like at some point pathways will get through stones and all that stuff, but I mean that's totally fine. It's just the looks that need to do it, to be honest. For me, that like people think like the zoo is beautiful and all that, so I mean I don't really care about the paths going through things. I mean people will still get like through it, they can walk through them like crazy magicians. So that's why I thought like, okay, we're gonna do it like that. It's not inside of people. The thing is there, we're still gonna camouflage it within time a little bit extra. I'm gonna place a lot of trees around the place, and yeah, as you can see, like sometimes I'm going back to see like if everything is cool looking, because I mean I really do love the whole creek around it, or little river as you can call it, around the whole surface, and yeah, it's gonna look amazing. I have a feeling that this is going to be like a nice starting place. The zoo is still closed, of course, for people, but once it will open, it's gonna be amazing. People will just run and storm in to come and watch our animals. But I think like the beginning is really gonna be one of my favorite parts so far, like 'cause it's so alive. It really is already alive, even though there's like not many animals. We just have the swans, and besides that, we don't have a lot. So this was again, well, it for today, guys. Today was a little bit of a shorter video, but well, making these costs a lot of time. Next time we're going to be working a little bit more onto our entryway yet again, and well, of course, working on our enclosure and place in these animals, probably. So, I just want to say thank you everybody for watching. Keep it like and subscribe for more. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in episode 3 of Planet Zoo. And yeah, if you have any cool names for the animals, really make sure to let me know. And I'll definitely make sure to, well, let me name one of our pets or one of our animals to the name of your liking. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream or video. Take care, and goodbye, and thank you for watching.